So we're talking about feeding, we're about to leave it, but we can't leave it without talking about automated feeders. So automatic calf feeders are becoming really popular. And for the most part, most farmers who put them in see a real advantage. Because if you remember in video 1, what we talk about, time is your most precious resource. Anything that saves time on farm, and I think calf feeders do. I'm personally a fan of them once they're used correctly. There's some excellent machines in the marketplace. Actually, this farm here is putting in a machine at the moment, or automated feeders for the spring ahead. So what do we need to think about? Well, backup service is really important, and talk to the different companies about your choices there, but having backup service when you put them in first and getting them right. But feeder position is important in the shed. We have one challenge with feeders from a disease point of view. Remember my immunity and infection pressure piece. Unfortunately, we're bringing every calf to one spot. They tend to produce a lot of feces and urine when they're feeding. So drainage around the feeder is really critical. Not putting too many calves on one feeder, I think that's really key as well. Ideally 20, but max 25, because it creates a lot of competitive pressure. You see a lot of calves sucking quickly, and you can see a lot of issues with bloat, and just it stresses calves out. Pay attention to a number of things. The water quality going into the feeder is really important. So if you have a header tank or water going into it, you need to test water. Pressure of water going in is important. Using the correct detergent and acids and having a proper cleaning cycle, because we're putting in milk powder into the feeder with hot water and mixing it. It's also the perfect environment for bacterial contamination. So really good cleaning routines around automatic feeders. Quality powder, and again, there's some of the key things I see. So I look at water quality, position of the feeder, not too many calves on the feeding station. Now, we've had huge feedback on precision microbes being fed through automated feeders. Now, our product is different and unique and effective because it's a liquid. So you do need a liquid dispenser for most feeders. They're an added cost. Talk to any of our manufacturers. There's lots of farmers putting them in. We're seeing increased appetite, reduced digestive upsets. It's really working well from a calf health performance as an add-on tool to automatic feeders. Now, when we're looking at automatic feeders as well, when you're looking at milk replacer, starting any transition, so if they're on the same milk replacer, put them on the same milk replacer when they're going through the automated feeder. Just looking at the feeding bowl, being able to calibrate the machine yourself, these are all important factors with automated feeders. And I think that they can be, once they're managed correctly, they can be incredibly successful. Did I mention also real attention to that one teat, keeping it clean or changing it regularly as well? And for the most part, I would say the vast majority of farmers are really happy with automated feeders, but it does require those simple steps, having good backup service and setting them up correctly in the first place.